If you look at that, it shows my shows distance traveled 4 miles, 7, 30, 60. They're kind of grouped in bunches where you can see that there's each pair of saves. And then there's a save that's almost the same time right after each one. It's because the save is automatically updating as you go. It's saving over itself. It's those kind of games. And then I manually save at the end of each session. So what usually is happening in cases like this is that the beginning of the previous save is actually the last autosave, which is usually like when I came back to the shop, and then the next save is me saving when I quit after doing all the shop stuff. So like I'll spend like half an hour doing all the shop work the game has, and the new save will be there because the save is not actively auto-saving periodically. It only does it when you first change locations each time. So you have to manually save at that point. And just as like a self-protective thing doing a playthrough, I'm like kind of doing rolling saves across the thing, although I've now just filled in the entire screen. But yeah, 60 miles. It's funny thinking about it because it's just not that much distance. But it's I wonder if they only count it as just as miles you've traveled on foot. Not on foot, sorry. Miles you've traveled in maps and not the miles you traveled between maps, maybe? Because there's a lot of distance potentially covered between them, depending on how it's ever tracked. But also, like, obviously, we never get to just relaxingly drive down the freeway you do in real life and just put miles down. Because yeah, like I want to say that I put 60 miles in pretty much whenever I visit people. Like I'm usually having to drive like 2 hours up to Sacramento or something, or to the airport and things, and that's like 60 to 80 miles I want to say. So like just in a given afternoon, I put in more miles than I've put in this game in like 15 hours of playing it. It's just kind of funny to think about, but it's because the world is so full of anomalies and nightmare terrain that obviously you're never driving from point A to point B in a straight line in any kind of inefficiency. In any kind of efficiency. I keep wanting to go up here. The fact that I have this really long freeway unlocked makes you just want to like go unlock the next pip of it or something like that. But for now, I should check this other place out. I wonder what's up with this spot with the gas station. I swear she said that she was to the west, which is interesting because the west is the ocean, which really implies that she's in the map somewhere that I can reach. And I wonder if I will ever reach her location, but technically this area up here is in the west, and she said she's surrounded by bad hazards, and so it makes sense she might be in the upsetting part of the map, where all the tier 3 stuff is. But I think, I look at this and I'm like, there's a little gas station that's marked on the map permanently. And I almost wonder if that's where she is, even though it's not to the west. Because it's like where I am right now in a way. And it's a noteworthy enough gas station to put on the map, and I just wonder about that. But I also don't know how to reach that location. Particularly because I think this might be a pretty distant location. Because I don't think this one might connect to that one maybe. I think they generally don't want, maybe if I inspect this one I can get a better point of view, but this one just points me there and there. I think you can't go through the wall in most of the wall's length. I think you have to go all the way to these two extremes to go through the wall, and those are the only options. Which is interesting, because that makes this a pretty distant location, because you have to loop all the way back around from the left or right or sides to reach it, if that's the case. Because it definitely feels like these kinds of locations just loop you left and right and don't... Like, this one does not have an arrow pointing at the wall, and it seems like the candidate for going through the wall. And that also makes sense because it's right next to where we start, so if they let you get through the wall that easily, that'd be wild. That really gives you a lot of value for extending these highways as long as possible, because at some point, these big arcing paths would take forever to get around. Whereas, like, right here, this is only 4 levels of driving, and 2 of the 4 levels are just a quick straightaway. So if the anomalies aren't bad along the way, you can very quickly reach the boundary of the next wall. But if I were to guess, you probably can't just get to the wall over here. So that you actually might have to get to the next wall over here incentivizing you to really zigzag back and forth. And this also might feel like more of a final boss directed level situation because it has like a actual entrance and then it spiderwebs out from there or something. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, what you beeping at? No, man, you don't get it. It's not that I can't sleep. It's that since coming here, I don't need to sleep. I haven't felt tired in 6 years. Whoa. Give me your power. Oh my goodness. I mean, sleep can feel good. It's comfy to lay down and whatnot. But Jesus Christ, if I could do stuff all day and all night at whatever pace I want, that'd be great. Or if I could work all day but then just like hang out all night and like relax and like check out a bunch of stuff that I want to check out, like media and reading and drawing and just like that'd be really cool. Anyway, sorry, just fantasizing about not having to sleep. It takes so much time. Not just the 8 hours it takes up, but also the part where you lose so much time to needing sleep, even when you're not doing it yet. You're just like, ah, I should sleep, or I need to sleep soon, and you're like, you can't necessarily do what you want to do when it's time to worry about that stuff. Anyway, blah blah blah. This is not interesting. Everyone knows what I'm talking about already. So I want to use this thing with a tractor beam asshole thingy creature to see if I can open it, because I'm really curious about opening these things and seeing what's inside them. Maybe it's a unique crazy loot. Maybe it's just a bunch of generic loot, but a bunch of it. Maybe it's a superpower. Maybe it's an anchor. That is interesting, actually. That's a thought I just had. What if they're anchors? Maybe not. I don't know if I should be thinking they might be making natural anchors, but the anchors in this game, what stands out to me is that those trees look like anchors. They look like the anchors. That's what drew me to them in the first place. What if they do actually reward you with an anchor, but you just have to work for it? That would be interesting. Admittedly, it's not that hard to just do more levels to get more anchors, so maybe not that interesting if it's too hard to get them. Ah! Sorry, I just caught up with what's happening right now. It's raining outside. Get wet. Get wet, nerd. Become hydrated. Do I have to find a puddle? You did not just stop raining. Oh, fuck you too. Okay, well that's not a great test. It didn't get even a little bit less damaged, less full though, so I'm not confident about these ones. I don't know how to hydrate a thing. You can maybe dump them in a river at a destination. Right now I'm just concerned about taking too many giant ass things in my backpack, although we do have a bunch of storage here. Yeah, let's just, for the sake of science, let's bring a dehydrated one with me too and see if I can test how to open that one. And see if I make progress with either of them. Because I do have a lot of storage elsewhere, and if I damage my vehicle, I'll also be able to open up some space elsewhere too. And these are a decent amount of space overall. They haven't failed me mostly. So the vehicles are pretty ready. Let's just plan my expedition. So I want to take the big freeway, because if this is... especially if this is only 2 levels, maybe it's longer when it's this long, I don't know. But if it's only 2 levels... No. Fuck you. Okay, I do have a new battery though, so that's good. Man, it's the one I learned to fear. It's the freaking your battery gets drained faster one. Man. That's not great, because I'm trying to go over here. And over here you need 4 clim to do a gateway. And I want as much unstable clim as I can get. So I want to spend the stable clim doing the gateway, ideally. So, like, I would want to scavenge in these 2 locations for as much anchor as possible. And this one's full of evil bunnies and lizard and electric hazards and a swift storm. And this one has a rapidly draining battery. And that just scares me for the whole run, because then I have to worry about my battery being hella drained. But there are more bunnies just in general. Oh, wait, no, that's the tractor beam one, not the bunny one. Them being aggressive is bad too, but I also do want one of them to... I do want tractor beams to exist for that one other thing. Ooh, maximum cars is interesting too, because I need to farm rubber. We'll have to see how bad the electric hazard is. Ooh, this one has a weird map thing. Oh, that's just the one that says... I think, looking at the icon, I think that's the one that just means anchors are hard to find. It's tempting... If I wasn't doing this for a playthrough, I would probably visit all of these miscellaneous locations just to fill the map in as much as possible. But it just is it's extremely time-consuming to do that. So I'm trying to pursue goals, because it's already a very long playthrough. While pursuing goals, it feels like. What are you beeping at me for? This thing beeps at me a lot, but I can't always immediately identify which thing is beeping at me, so I'm just not sure what it's communicating. It might just be powering on, and that's it. Okay, my battery... I do think my battery meter is taller than ever before, right? I don't think it used to reach the very top. Because, yeah, we've installed a second battery on the seat back there. So, at the very least, when I get to the rapidly drains your battery area, it should be less of a threat this time. We'll see how it goes for me to go across this thingy. Right now my question is whether or not a highway like this... This is not the best highway, is it? It looks like an off-road highway. Damn. Yeah, my question is whether a highway like this has an extra stop when it's that long on the map, or if it's always consistently one stop and then you're at your destination. That'd be interesting. Its purpose is to be a shorter, quicker way, so it would somewhat reduce that if it insisted on getting longer. Obvi. It's held up by a post. That's very funny. And within an anomalous place like this, also not the most reliable solution. I don't see how to get in anywhere. Oh, this is the tunnel. Okay. So there's a whole side path that's off-roading, but there's a straightforward tunnel that's hard to see on the map, but is there. And cuts a much straighter path. That'll take me to one of the other houses. I don't necessarily feel the need to take the long off-road route with it that has an extra house on it. Where are those rocks even from? I will stop for cars, though, to steal all of their wheels. I'm really interested in stealing wheels. I might have wanted to check... I didn't do it. I probably should have checked, thought about building another good cutter to replace this one when it dies, because I think I only have a normal cutter, which is disappointing, but at least I can still get resources, but knowing that I'm getting fewer of them is disappointing. So I want I want a lot more coral this time, we know. Oops. For a highway, you would think that there'd be a lot more cars around. I guess the thing is, this place was forcibly evacuated ages ago, which is distressing on some levels, but it is not an apocalypse evacuation. Because in apocalypse narratives, when the evacuation happens, the freeways get completely loaded with cars, and people don't really get out, the traffic jam gets bad. In many cases, everyone, like, the road gets unusable and everyone has to abandon their car. And stuff like that. Is how that narrative tends to go. So you see these, like, massive roads completely full of cars, and that would be like Christmas for me right now for achieving my personal goals, although it would be very boring to farm it all. Oh, I even opened that? I can't even go inside these cars. Ah! What the fuck? My car was making Galaga noises. I think I have a new quirk. But I don't know. It sounded like it was assigned to me. It was tied to me turning off the parking brake or something? That was weird. I don't know how much I care about solving the Galaga noises quirk. And I heard some video. It wasn't very Galaga-y, but it was like a old video game sound effect type noise. Weird. And I fiddled with the brake a bit more, and I didn't hear any more noises. Although maybe it only happens if I fiddle with the brake while the car is powered off. I don't know. Might experiment with that later just to solve the little quirky puzzle. The quirks are kind of a genius idea just because you have a car that works a particular way and you're interacting with this tool constantly. So it is kind of interesting to then get confronted with that tool just misbehaving at you and you're like, what does that mean? What is it doing? Makes you wonder what you can do differently. So, okay, I'm now in disruptive discharge. Which I can't inspect directly for some, it didn't give me a prompt, but disruptive discharge. Anomalies. Conditions. I want to double check if it's what I think it is. Draining your power reserves, yep. Okay, so down there at the bottom of the pit is the stuff as all the anchors, but the road across here is my actual goal. So I could leave this place pretty quickly if I wanted to. But I do want to get those anchors. I once again don't actually know how this game works in a lot of ways, but I figure it says you require this much clim to escape. Generally speaking. Ooh. Broke a little slower than I meant to. So my brain tells me that it might prioritize the shittier stuff first and then let you keep the better stuff. I'd much rather use up my if I need to spend clim heading back, then I would obviously like them to take all of my stuff that I don't have a lot of use for and leave me with all of my unstable energy because I want to be able to spend my unstable energy on all the new upgrades and save up on it potentially if I need. As we get deeper in, it does seem like it's going to be harder to spend these higher energy types, not just because of their rarity, but also because they require me to actually farm certain things that are seemingly getting increasingly hard to find. That's a thing to worry about. I'm gonna become a tire monger for a little while until my rubber problems disappear. I just have entire things that require rubber to continue. And I want to I just want to get all my rubber upgrades. Even if I can't always remember what they are on the fly. Definitely some costume upgrades, I think, that I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, and my tires, right. Tires inherently require... They should show the hazards of this zone here on this screen. Isn't that, like... This is my little buddy that guides me in what's happening around here. I feel like this thing should tell me... what's going on right now. It's gonna be a long drive all the way back, all the way down and up, so I think I'm gonna do the scary thing and just drive straight down this hill. Looking at the topographic map, this is the least steep part. I know it's not off to a great start when I say that. I can't stop for that car. Okay. This is a bit treacherous. Precarious. Alarming. Scary. But I know how to read topographic maps. Although these ridges are less obvious. The topography intervals don't really advertise where a bunch of scary outcrops might be that make it harder to drive. Oh! Did not expect it to do that little hop. All right, well, we're almost there. I've damaged my hood. Just that's a huge spiral going up and down, and I think this place had swift... No, I think the next map has swift storms, not this one, right? This one just has disruptive discharge. Maybe it's kind of a waste. I'm trading some putty for not having to spend as much fuel in it and battery, I guess. Right, this place is going to cost me more battery just driving around, I think. Anyway. I made choices. Whenever I make a really dumb choice, just assume that it's for your benefit. I'm making a fun playthrough instead of a boring playthrough by doing a dumb thing. And that's the whole reason, and not because I thought it was a good idea. This whole thing's empty? I feel so betrayed using a crowbar resource durability and stuff, and then the fucking thing is just empty. Electric noises? Like that. Is that a tube over here, though? Oh, it's one of those guys, yep. I don't remember if I need more lead or not. I am satisfied with how much faster it cuts the stuff, too. Geometry like this does make it harder to actually see what you're even gathering. Damn. There's a time for the vacuum. Can't even see if there's anything there. Ah! This seems like a chill map. Uh-oh. I don't love that it's growing new electrical spots. Those things will rudely drain my battery. But otherwise we're doing okay. I'm actually currently wondering if maybe your battery doesn't get drained more by driving. It said basically that all sources of draining are worse. Uh-oh. Let's try to kill it. I cannot keep up with that thing. It's too fast. I just have to hope it goes away. Or maybe I headed it off. It's coming straight at. Fuck you! I just accidentally get my own car a bit. That sucks. Is it coming at me? Go away. Yeah, these things move way too fast for me to deal with. So I know that I can beat up the individual Minutemen, but I can't really like stop it from coming at me. I pretty much just have to drive away from it. Is that another one? Because those things move way too fast to interact with, basically. I have suffered ouchies. So somewhere off to my right is my goal. I hope these guys don't come at me right now. see. Yeah, if I can get radiation shielding, I'll also be able to carry around anchors without taking damage. At least until the radiation stacks, like just now. Thank God canned food heals you from radiation. It's only logical. Oh, he's coming, isn't he? Damn it. I was about to try to do some putty. Really should just fucking click on it. Bit steep here. Is it coming right now? Man, go away. Okay, it's not really coming right now. I think this is the part of my vehicle that I hit with the freaking... I damaged it myself. Rude of me. Oh, the front panel. The animation for that looks very lackadaisical, like it's just gonna let you get away with anything. You just kind of slop it off. No! That's bad. Oh my god, it didn't come straight at me. Uh-oh. Okay, no. Ah! God damn it. Okay, fuck it, we're leaving. Yeah. They put an entire border of lightning around me, and summoned a lightning enemy, and 2 rabbits. It's like, on some level, I'm like, okay, time to disarm this bomb. Here I go. And it's just not reasonable. God, I'm covered in damage. Brutal. But I wanted to hop out and see if I could, I think I might have even attacked my own vehicle when it jumped in the air while I was saw blading. Because, yeah, I, at the very least, I need to, like, knock each bunny off and then run over and attack the Minuteman to kill the fence so that I could then try to proceed forward from there. But the game rudely... Okay, hello. Currently pretty safe. I want to putty up all my mistakes, and I also want to see if I can get those things to do what I want them to do. Yeah, that was a dick move, game. The trick where they spawn lightning things all around you whenever you get an anchor is just like a deeply rude moment. Alright, well, fuck me. Never mind my plans. I was gonna try to try to pry a seat open on these things, but, should be worried. Let's give it a go, right? Back left door. Also left that open. These things go reasonably slowly, right? You. You. Don't grab me, grab the seed. You. Hey, dickhead. Come on, man. I'm in a hurry. Ah! Okay, it's half dead. They're very startling because they just really suddenly turn on After seemingly... Like, it's really hard to tell what how they detect you. Oh, he grabbed me. I guess I'll just die. Y'all, I just need you to quickly grab this fucking thing. This shouldn't be this hard. Okay. Break it. It's open. Did anything come out of it? Is it like open and lootable now or something? How's this work? Okay, good. Warning signs. Oh, that's one of the... That's the loot I just got. Okay. Fuck, 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 fuck. I don't know how fucking close the thing is now. Not great, but it still doesn't move very quickly. This will be a bit of a problem to try to sneak around. Serpentine! 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 I want to loot that car, but it's too close to the really annoying tractor beam vehicles thingies that are going to make my life worse. A normal concern to have in life. Let's see. Okay, it's not coming at me very quickly. Okay, so the storm that starts unbidden does not move very quickly, thankfully. But it still strikes fear into my heart to hear that alarm. So what did we even get? Warning signs. Return to garage to install. Is it just a big cosmetic? Was there things in this that are actually worth getting? Not sure. Well, I cracked it. We at least know for a fact you can do that now. What shit is busted again now? Front headlight. What's that? Are you okay? Side storage. I don't want you to be all messed up. Also, ow. And can you go away? Are you coming here? Come on! Ah! I tried to get in time, and I'm damaged again. Motherfucker. Ah. What an annoying enemy. Just trying to see if there's anything worthwhile around here. Is it gone? It's not that gone. Okay. Just want to see if there's anything worth grabbing. Yeah, so much of the game lets you get away with the idea like, okay, enemies like that enemy is over that problem is over there. It's gonna be over there. You can go around that by just not interacting with the spot it's in. So when you find a safe spot, you can like hunker down and deal with some stuff. But then those assholes show up and they just will like wander in and suddenly you're very concerned with the inertia of the process of needing to power on your car and do all this stuff to get it moving in time to get out of the way. While dealing with the uncertainty of it, whether it's even coming your way or not. Please, not again. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. Let go of me. Ah, it put pylons on me. Wow, I just paid dearly. Oh god, what the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Not recognized. Okay, well I've obviously got to inspect that. And this dick game just put it in the zone that's dangerous. That's great. Alright, where's my damaged spot? That's not good. Let's not lose a steel panel, please. I really wish I could see the damage my car currently has from the other window. This isn't me a lot of this stuff isn't exactly me complaining about the game, it's just me, like, just voicing all of the things the game is putting me through, which is... A lot of my favorite games just are kind of just continually putting me through stuff. Okay, so let's go back into the fucking crater, apparently. And take continuous yellow zone damage for a while. That'll be fun. In pursuit of finding out what the fuck that thing is. If I'm lucky, I can drive back up the wall, but if I'm unlucky, I definitely can't. Okay, this yellow stuff is just the damage zone, which is chasing me. We're gonna go in, grab this thing as fast as possible, and get back out. I think I can drive back up this hill. It doesn't look that bad. Although part of the question is whether or not, is how dangerous the thing that crashed is. Which I would guess is a high right... I just fucking busted my... I think I just busted my headlight. It's probably a high radiation zone. I might not be even capable of interacting with this. Uh-huh. A payload. I mean, it's definitely loaded with stuff. Not the worst thing ever. I do need to go fast, hopefully. Because both me and my vehicle are taking damage right now. This fucking door. This is where just being able to do things quickly would be very nice. My first ever blowtorch. I got it from the sky. Okay, fuck it. I'll hold it. I'll hold it. Okay, so... We're gonna go right back up that hill because that was a nice, reasonably smooth drive that I should be able to replicate going back the other way. And we learned what those are. There's payloads. It looks like a satellite or a missile. Probably a satellite because it was loaded with, like, stuff you would actually want. And a warhead would probably not be loaded with that kind of stuff. So I'm guessing that was some kind of satellite type device that has fallen into the anomalous zone, which is worrying and weird. Maybe it just conjured it, or if it was, because otherwise it's worrying to think about what happened. Like, if that's from space, that suggests that the exclusion zone is somehow pulling stuff from Earth orbit into it, which suggests being able to interact with the outside world. And that would be bad. Okay, none of my wheels are punctured. We should be driving at normal speed-ish, I think. Got 2 of my storage things are busted too. My car definitely feels slower right now. But the only... Oh, and I jinxed it. My wheel just punctured just now. Yep. I felt it happen too. The way the car dips forward. We're technically outside of the bad zone. I think we might be back in it again. There's an in and out around here of being in the bad zone or not. Let's not drive into that thingy. Nope, nope, no. Ah, fuck. Oh, it tried to... Oh, there was a spike trap too. I don't think I touched it. But it definitely tried to drive me into it. I thought I dodged it, but those things have... The left-rights have ambiguous borders. It's hard to tell exactly where they are. Okay. My durability is rapidly descending. I would like to take a look at some of these buildings, but they're already going to be inside the bubble. I really need to get out of this thing. I have 3 triangles. That's bad. That's 3 separate ceiling or replacement kits of various kinds. So that's fun. And one of them is my tire, so that one gets the priority. The bubble's not here. I might have like even a minute of time right now, so let's at least deal with the red spot. And my ceiling kit, if I have one, which I think I do. Yep, I packed exactly 1 ceiling kit. I wanted to start packing 3 of each thing because that's how much stack. Electrician's kit, mechanic's kit, repair putty. My repair putty is not doing great right now. What's this thing that's happening to it? Fragile, fix none. Why is it fragile? Is it become fragile somehow? Yeah, I definitely need to make more repair putty. Things are not going great. This is... Wow, that's yellow and not red? Damn. Things are not looking good there. Okay, so my punctured tire is back at least. It's gonna have to be it for now. Right, I have the blowtorch. Oh, did it overtake me? Oh, that looks yellow now. Yep, it overtook me. But my car's not freaking out? Maybe when it's not powered on, it doesn't get decayed by the yellow? I don't know. Maybe... That's interesting, actually. Maybe I should be scanning the transitions between zones. I wonder if the zone transitions might be safe or something? That'd be worth questioning. Like, maybe when you hang out in the zone transition, it wards off the corrosive effect of the yellow zone. And, gives you a somewhat safe place to maintain your vehicle before going directly into another zone that might also be worse. Okay, this one has angry abductors and overcharged electricity. And swift storm. Goody. Alright, so I guess we'll see how swift that storm is and how angry those abductors are, because... having a lot of cars and a lot of houses is very encouraging. Oh man. Wait. What? Yeah, that's not no anchors. Anchors are at the top of the screen. That's no anomalies. What do you mean there's no anomalies? Okay, I need to see what this turns out to be. The zone is promising to have angry abductors and bad electric discharge, but no anomalies. What counts as an anomaly? Because I thought it was everything. Like, every bad thing that happens to me, I thought those were all anomalies. So, I'm curious what this so-called, extreme conditions level actually features. If it features no one else... I should test this thing out, actually. Let's see. Look at it go! One of my headlights is just busted now. Okay, this is obviously better than putty. Depending on how much of a pain it is to actually craft. You really get a sense for which of these things has a lot more durability to it, huh? Why isn't it working? Oh, this thing can't be repaired. Right. I didn't make that side battery. I found it. And some of the ones you find are precious, which means that they can't be repaired. It's like a glass item in other games. Which sucks, but it means that I didn't make it, so it's fine. I'll just have to make a real one later. as my real first, as my one I actually made for myself. Okay, hopefully blow treasures aren't massively expensive to make, because I do get to use the resources more precisely, but there it goes. Alright, how's the cargo looking? Is it pretty full? Because there goes that resource, just like that. It doesn't exactly last. Do you want to get at? I do want to get this out of here, so it stops taking up space. It didn't turn into any scrap? That sucks. Well, why did I bother fucking taking damage for it then? It's sucks. Emery. Heal up a bit. Well, that sucks. Oops. Gotta pay attention to the interface a little more and be careful with that stuff, because it's easy to just fail at using objects because I quit too early when it looks like it's done. Alright, let's gather up what I can, I guess. I don't know what the zone's going to be like. It says extreme conditions, but it also seems like the part where the anomaly meter's at 0 might mean that nothing is happening. Okay, that's an anomaly. So it's obviously not 0 anomalies, because that's an anomaly. And that's an anomaly. I'd rather not fly through the air, actually. Okay, so yeah, not clear on what this level's going to be like or what the stakes are going to be like. But that is a tire. And we really need those right now, so I can make better tires. I'm tired of waiting. Two rubber from that. How possible is it to make another one of these? Plasma scrapper requires plasma. Fair. That makes sense. A sealing kit. Glass shards and rubber. A light replacing kit. Let's double check that that's what I need. Electrician's kit. Well, I already have one of those, so it's shorted. In fact, I have 3 of those. Don't like those sounds. Let's move on for now. Oh, the swift storm was already starting. Okay, I didn't even hear an alarm. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it didn't do one. It's just gonna be continuous. The stakes otherwise feel relatively low. Oh, there it goes. Alright. They gave me a zone that has 1 billion tires in it, and then they're like, okay, but you don't have time to scavenge here. Oh, and that thing's happening too. Okay. Oh, that's bad. Radiation. Oh, a long batch of it too. Okay, a gas station. Thankfully, it's coming from behind me, so I can reasonably estimate how much of a hurry I should be in. Them giving me workbenches on the fly is interesting. it's just a whole scrapper. And that guy. Okay, let's check the map real quick. How close is that storm? How worried should I be? Come on, damn it. Got my inventory. Don't look away from me. I'm in it. Okay, it's a windstorm. Got it. Not ideal, but not the end of the world. Okay. That's not so bad. Didn't I just see something I wanted? Yeah, it's these guys. Don't know if I can get away with cutting up summer tires and actually get the resources. They didn't blow away. There's a lot of tires. This is my goal. Why is my inventory full? Come on, man. Yeah, this storm is just wind, and it's not even good at blowing my car away. That should be fine. It doesn't even seem to blow this stuff around that much, so it just isn't that big of a deal. There's plenty of scrap metal around, but I'm not in the hugest hurry to grab all of that up because rubber seems more specific and hard to gather, and whenever I'm behind on scrap metal, it just mostly means gather more. Obviously taking cars apart, but also like plenty of other things give you scrap metal, just incidentally, as you're going around. Oh, a parking lot is such a find right now. Okay, I'm now in the bad zone. It's worth nabbing this stuff up right now, but I'm now in. It's now more urgent that I fuck off. I'll just carry it. Because now you're hurting my car, and I don't like that. Okay, close that down. It's a bit ahead of me, too. Okay. That was worth it, though. It was good to find an entire parking lot and remove all of its tires. Now let's just try to get to, I think, these train tracks. And then try to follow the train tracks, which should be relatively even across the landscape. And specifically away from the current yellow situation. Okay, train tracks look pretty safe. And there's the train. Is there a road adjacent to the train tracks the whole time? Probably not. No, this is just going up to that community in the hills. Which I might be able to explore. Probably not. No. I need to get more of a lead. Those train tracks are pretty close. Okay, okay, electricity is bad. Around here. Okay, I'm out of the yellow. I should focus on getting ahead of the yellow, grabbing up those anchors, and then maybe checking out those neighborhoods that are much more ahead of the yellow, instead of trying to deal with the local scary one. Hello. A conductive gold shell. Okay. This one reacts to electricity. I just saw electricity. It's further away than I remember because I was driving. Let's not hug those guys. Or maybe let's do hug those guys because they'll explode. Yep. Making me safe. There we go. Jury is still out on whether or not, gold shells are even worth it. They take up a huge amount of space and essentially ask you to do a little mini game to open them. So it's a big investment of time and so on. And then the payoff seems to be a handful of resources and a cosmetic maybe, which is not the most compelling combination of things. Someone gave me a poster. Like, okay, I guess. But why do I care about that? I'll get rid of the thing in my hands. And we're back in the zone. I'm not doing great at staying ahead of the zone. Oops. Especially when I leave my car running the whole time. But we did do a little mini game. Okay, so this thing is actively moving fast. Ah, you fuckers. Another one came crashing down. They're gonna do this to me. I mean, I'm curious. Those are admittedly a big resource haul, so it's probably worth the radiation damage to my car. And this valley might bridge the gap a lot of the way. Oh, stay away from that lightning. Okay. I think I'm gonna do it. This is a nice open field. So I probably can haul ass over to there in this nice flat zone. Just grab everything, suffer some radiation damage, then get back out. Another weird fucking branch thing. Another wishbone gold shell. Ah. Why am I so compelled to make bad decisions? Is this my self-destruction instinct? Like an annihilation? And one of my tires is deflated or misaligned now. Yep, my entire car is leaning right now. Oh no. What is it, Central California? Waka waka. The joke is that California is known as the SJW bastion of the world or some shit like that, but in reality, California, most of California is actually really annoyingly conservative, except for the couple of infamous regions like San Francisco and Los Angeles, because most of America is very annoyingly conservative, and I am in danger. Yay. Come on, man. There's got to be a better way. Nah. Fuck it, I'll just have to keep it in my inventory. I forgot to read the journal entry about this. No, not that way. Other way. Oh, 2 blowtorches is pretty great. All these kits. These are good supplies to have. Can I really not fit any of these in my inventory? Why is putty in this inventory of all places? I'm losing my mind here. There's gotta be a better way to sort these things. What was the last item? Can I hold it in my hands? Yes. Okay. Fuck it. We're getting out of the bad zone right now. I'm leaving this stupid bumper. It's just like a generic bumper. Yeah, it's just a steel bumper. And I think it's in the mode where I can't even... Oh, god damn it. I literally have to repair these things right now or they'll fall off. And then I have to build a new one. And that's an armored door. I'm not doing that again. Now I'm covered in bad. This is my nightmare. Okay. My car was on the whole time. Ah, I'm so bad at this. Ah. Is my car on or off? I'm so bad at remembering which of these two things is in which binary state, like which thing is turned on or off. Which thing are they both? There's a Punnett square of the ways that these things need to be aligned in the way that I want them to be. Oh fuck. Okay, now the hood is bad, and this tire. I'm just gonna have to deal with. I have to not take these around because I cannot carry this all around. Or it'll break in a second here. And that'll be one blowtorch down, I guess. Yep. Okay. Oh god, is that bad? The continuous damage of the red zone is probably just too much to deal with. But now the back door is damaged. Ah! Dude, I've made a nightmare for myself here. What did I even... And the funny thing is I'm always in Dark Souls mode where I'm like, I'm in danger, grab everything as fast as you can. And it's like, I guess I should explain that. Like, for people that haven't watched my various Dark Souls and Bloodborne playthroughs, I will constantly do a dangerous thing to get a piece of loot because Dark Souls conditions you to grab everything because, like, so much of the loot is unique or permanent upgrades or, like, a weapon you'd only find in one spot in the entire game. So it's basically always worth grabbing every piece of loot inherently if you don't have them memorized. But it does lead to me constantly going to situations where I have to, like, run out on a weird, precarious outcrop and it's dangerous to even try to grab the item. And inevitably what happens is that, like, I'm so concerned with grabbing the loot but also not getting killed in the process and or like being surprise shot by like an arrow and knocked off a cliff and dying instantly, you know, because there's so many ways to die in Dark Souls. I navigate these situations by getting what I want but not learning what I got. So I run in and grab everything and run it out, and I dismiss the prompt for what the loot was that I grabbed. Please don't grab me. Please don't. Not here. Oh, my shit's about to break. Alright, so they're dicks for this. They dump stuff. That's twice now that we've seen a thing crash behind the yellow radiation. I can't even stop for the anchors at this point, and I'm just so upset about the amount of damage the car is taking. But yeah, I regularly run in and grab the thing, try to get out, in and out safely, succeed at that, and then but I'm dismissing the pickup prompt and just being happy I grabbed the thing and running out. So I constantly am like, what did I get? Sometimes I'll like cut the recording and then look at my video and check the video to get to see what I got, because I don't know what it was. Okay, I made it to the door. I should check to see if the thing does what I think it does. It does. It seems to protect you. Okay, it does give me a chance to repair then. That's nice. Because, ow. At least I learned this about the game, that apparently right between these things, it basically counts as being out of the zone, and even the radiation spot doesn't hurt you anymore. That armored door is already this much lower again, so it definitely would have, like, broken off at the time. Stop trying to repair that one. The irony of doing all this, getting 2 blowtorches, and then I'm using both blowtorches for the repairs. Maybe that's why they did it. Maybe they're like politely like, here's the blowtorches you're gonna need to overcome the damage that we just did to your car. What does that sound for? Okay, I'm taking damage again. Fuck you, game. Okay, so I don't... But this is all to say that I just did all that work. I was continually running from the stupid barrier, so it was just a bad time in general, but... I have no idea what my loot was from those risky spots. Like, I didn't really closely see what I got from the nut that I broke. I didn't really closely see what the resources were that I got from, from the payload that I took all that damage to go for. I just mass looted it. I remember those 2 blowtorches. I have no idea if that was even a net profit or a net loss. That sucks. Alright, well... I need 4 clim to escape. I don't know how much I have right now. I didn't pick up any more in that zone. So I probably have to spend some of my unstable clim, which is gonna suck. Well, I'm still not 100% clear on whether or not you lose clim when you jump, or if it's just a minimum requirement. In the moment, I'm too busy comparing numbers. I should try to remember to actually do that.